Well, it's 6:17 and time now for What's Trending. Well, mayonnaise fans, and I mean the true fans, have a chance to get a free tattoo of the savory spread courtesy of a Virginia tattoo parlor and Duke's Mayonnaise. Duke says it wants to be the most tattooed mayo brand in the world, and it's partnered with Yellow Bird Tattoo in Virginia. On May 13th, customers can get a free Duke's Mayo-themed tattoo, and there's over 40 designs to choose from. There's already a waiting list forming for these designs, and you know, look at some of these. That one's really done really nicely.
That's impressive. I will say though, I'd say it's very impressive, and I will say though, I gotta ask you this question: do you like mayonnaise?
I'm not a big mayo fan. Are you?
I wasn't at first, but now I am. So it's kind of one of those things where I guess what, your taste buds. Man, I wish Nurse Christina was still here. I could ask her this question. I think taste buds rotate out like what, every 7 years?
I don't
know. We have to fact check that, so don't quote us there. But I just know taste buds rotate out over time. So sometimes you like something and you don't anymore, or you didn't like something and you do like it. So I do know there's some kind of truth to that.
Yeah, and going back to the tattoo part, Devin, do you have any tattoos?
I do not, honestly.
Okay.
Though.
I don't either.
I just hear they're very painful to get, and I just don't want to mess with it. And I mean, that's just an additional cost too. And in my personal opinion, I feel I want to spend my money or save my money for other uses.
Right, well, being smart with your money, if you don't value it, don't spend the money on it. But yeah, I don't have any either. I've heard it's what you expect on getting them. I don't really know for sure. I haven't gotten one, so I've thought about it many times, but I think just going through with it, I just haven't done it.
Well, they also have those fake tattoos out there that you can get on there, then they go away right away, though, when you wash them off or something like that. I have not touched that either. I mean, maybe, depending on the design, you might get me there, but otherwise, so I'm just like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, those, like, sticker ones almost.
Yeah, and then you have, like, some of SpongeBob or something like that over the course of the years. So there's definitely a lot of stuff out there, though. But meanwhile, though, there's also jobs out there, too. And talk about a job well done, or maybe medium rare. So this is already getting interesting, though. Gail Dudley, an employee at Longhorn Steakhouse in Georgia, is named a Grill Master legend after grilling 1 million steaks. You heard me right, 1 million steaks. Dudley has been flipping meat at the chain's location in Columbus for 20 years. When she hit the 7-digit landmark, she was honored with a surprise ceremony and was given a special gold chef's coat and a $5,000 check. In a statement, Dudley says she was happy to share the celebration with her mother. And Darden Restaurants Inc., the owner of Longhorn, says Dudley is one of the only 14 workers to win this title. And that's really cool, though, because, I mean, there's a lot of people working hard to make food every day, though, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of glad I don't work in a kitchen, because I would get hungry just looking at all that food, though, just be very tempted, though. I mean, honestly, I'm hungry right now, though. All I've had this morning are granola bars, which, honestly, those are healthy, but honestly, some steak does sound good right now.
It does. I haven't had a good steak in a long time, but it's really cool on her. 1 million steaks. She's probably got a lot of recipes that she could share with everybody.
Oh, I'd be interested in hearing what some of those recipes are throughout the course of time.
And grilling techniques, sauces, seasoning, and
yeah, and you got to do it at a reasonable pace too, because this is a restaurant here, and I would presume a popular one if you can make 1 million steaks. So
you got Longhorn Steakhouse. You never been there?
I think there's one in Bloomington, Illinois. I'm trying to remember. I gotta check with my dad on that one though. So because that's not too far from my hometown in Lincoln, Illinois, and I think I've been in Longhorn Smokehouse. I think so. That might be different.
All right. Well, taking a turn right now to our last story. Passengers on a Horizon Airlines flight bound for Everett, Washington, had to spend a few extra minutes on the ground at San Diego International Airport last week. The flight, which departed its gate 6 minutes ahead of schedule, was forced to stop on its taxiway due to an unexpected visitor in its path. That visitor, a pelican, as reported by the pilot of Horizon Air Flight 2179 to San Diego International's Air Traffic Control Tower, was not budging in front of the oncoming aircraft. The pilot can be heard on air traffic control radio recording saying, "2179, sir, you're not going to believe this, but we are unable because of a pelican sitting here on the taxiway. He's not moving." The seemingly confused traffic controller responds slowly by just saying Roger. The pilot quickly chimes back to ask, "You got somebody that can come down and move him out of the way? He might might be injured from the last wake turbulence or something. And a member of the airport's airside operations team responded to the taxiway in a vehicle to encourage the Pelican to move, and eventually it did. The taxiway was cleared and all flights were able to resume. And how about that? Quite the way to have your flight delayed a little bit. In a way, they were early in the...
Those unusual delays, honestly, are kind of the best. Because honestly, people don't like the traditional delays of volume or weather or something like that. But when you have nature saying, "Oh, Pelican was going to just block an airplane," and
it was nice on the Pelican. It was nice on the pilots to allow the Pelican to get off to safety as well.
And definitely too, because I mean, on top of the Pelican's safety, but you got to keep the plane in mind, so you don't want the plane getting damaged too.